Rec League Podcast. Tell your friends, tell your neighbors, tell your family, tell your haters. Available on Anchor, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Radio Public, Good Pods, Pocket Cast, Breaker, and Stitcher. At Rec League Podcast on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Threads. At Rec League Pod on Twitter. Episode 126. Available now. Yo, whether you watching this from Facebook, Twitter, click the link in my Instagram, or YouTube itself. What up, world? First of all, Happy New Year. Second of all, welcome to my 10 most anticipated movies of 2024. And precursor, top 10, 10 to 1, honorable mentions, 3 to 1, honorable mentions, 10 to 1, top 10. You know how I do. I've been doing it long enough. Y'all know what it is. The writer strike and the actor strike fucked up my whole list. There was like 4 MCU movies in here. I don't even know what else all got shuffled around. But this was kind of like one of the hardest lists I have ever had to put together for most anticipated. Because after my top 5, I kind of just slapped stuff on there that I'm curious about, including honorable mentions. So, honorable mention number 3 is Ballerina. The John Wick spinoff. If you saw my favorite movies of the year video, I mentioned it takes place, as far as I know, in between John Wick Chapter 3, Parabellum, and John Wick Chapter 4. I don't remember the actress that played the ballerina that was like studying under Angelica Houston or whatever, but I know Ana de Armas has been recast as that character. Bigger name, more money. Feel me? But it's a similar situation. Like, she lost somebody, she wants revenge. Honorable mention number 2 is just kind of like anticipation and blind faith. And that's The Wolfman. I'm pretty sure it's another like Universal classic monster reboot, remake. Ryan Gosling was gonna do it, but he had to back out. I don't remember off top who replaced him, but it's directed by Leigh Whannell, who directed The Invisible Man 4 years ago, and that was a certified banger. Before this movie comes out, I'm gonna watch Upgrade. I still haven't seen Upgrade, which he also directed. I might even sneak it in sooner. I ain't gonna hold you. I don't care about the cast. Leigh Whannell can direct suspense, drama, thrilling, and it's a different monster. So like I'm very curious to see what he does. At honorable mention number 1, this movie is on here because I don't think that this director has missed, but I haven't seen his first 2 movies, and I'm gonna right that wrong within the next 5 weeks. And that's Argyle. I have like a sneaky suspicion. I do. The sneaky suspicion that my theater won't get this movie is there. One, I feel like it's gonna be the biggest release that weekend, Groundhog Day weekend. That's not Super Bowl weekend. But I haven't seen Layer Cake. I haven't seen Stardust. But check it out. Kick-Ass, banger. X-Men First Class, banger. Kingsman: The Secret Service, banger. Kingsman: The Golden Circle, banger. The King's Man, not necessarily a banger, but not bad. Matthew Vaughn is a great director. He's kind of like Guy Ritchie on drugs. They're cousins, man. Like, the British humor and the British action, the stylistic shit is always fire. I'm not even gonna ramble off how massive this cast is, but it's like Wes Craven's New Nightmare-esque. Bryce Dallas Howard is an author of a spy novel, and then it ends up happening in real life. That's dope to me. I'm in. At number 10, I want to say this is locked in for a June release. I kind of hope it gets delayed to like July. That's Bad Boys 4. Supposedly they're filming. It comes out up against Inside Out 2, and I hate that because I wanted to do like a massive Pixar rewatch. And between that and Ballerina, between Bad Boys and Ballerina, I can't. But first world problems, my bad. Martin's coming back. Will's coming back. I A lot. I enjoyed Bad Boys for Life a lot. So I want to see where they go, and these two dudes on screen together are always going to get me hyped. I don't know any plot details. I just know the release date and that the two leads are coming back. Vanessa Hudgens and Alexander Ludwig are coming back too. They recast Teresa Randall, and that pisses me off. Are the dudes that directed Bad Boys for Life coming back? I should have looked it up before I hit record. I mean, after they got fucked over by Warner Brothers in the Batgirl movie. I don't know. I don't want to start rambling. Just know that I want to see Bad Boys 4. And keeping it 4, at number 9, the undated, sometime in summer release on Netflix, Beverly Hills Cop Axel F. Trash subtitle. It should be called Beverly Hills Cop 4. Paramount, Netflix, whoever, get your shit together. Fix this before, I don't know, let's say July. But again, if you listen to the podcast, this is coming off a trash last movie. Beverly Hills Cop 3 is doo-doo water. It's booty pimples. So like, the trailer was dope. From what I understand, Axel Foley's daughter gets in some mess in Beverly Hills, and he got to go save her from Kevin Bacon. Judge Reinhold coming back, John Ashton coming back, Bronson Pinchot coming back, Paul Reiser. I'm hyped for Beverly Hills Cop 4. My number 8 is another movie that is kind of a conundrum. It's got a built-in fan base. I'm part of that fan base. But it's not necessarily coming off a movie, because in continuity, one of the leads wasn't in the last movie. But the TV show that it should be spinning off of, that I hope it's spinning off of, it's the new Karate Kid. This December, there's a new Karate Kid movie coming out. Cobra Kai is one of the best TV shows over the last 10 years. And Sony be doing some knucklehead shit. This movie should branch off of the last season of Cobra Kai and then mix in Jackie Chan's Mr. Han character. I want Hilary Swank in it. But like, William Zabka should be in this movie too. I need to know how the Cobra Kai ends so I can know what kind of to maybe expect for this movie. I don't know. It's December. I'm going to end up binging the movies. I'm not rewatching the entire Cobra Kai show before this movie. But yeah, like, the original Karate Kid is fire. The Karate Kid 2 is good. I'm going to say it again. The Karate Kid Part 3, the next Karate Kid, both booty pimples. And then I enjoy the Jaden Smith Karate Kid. I'm sorry, sue me. So to combine those two Karate Kid movies, I can't imagine how fire this could possibly be. At number 7, I got Joker, Folie Deux. I don't know how to pronounce that subtitle. Ever since they announced it, I thought the subtitle was stupid. But the original Joker was fire. One of the best movies of 2019. Joaquin Phoenix coming back to the role that got him his Best Actor Oscar. Lady Gaga was great in A Star Is Born. So I'm very curious to see what they do with her take on Harley Quinn. Todd Phillips hasn't done a sequel since the Hangover franchise. To stay in this Gotham, to expand on the first movie, I'm just so curious. At number 6, I got A Quiet Place, Day One. It's a prequel, I guess, to see how the monsters got to Earth, to the start of the outbreak, whatever, the invasion. I know Lupita Nyong'o is in it. I think Jaimin Hansu is in it from A Quiet Place Part 2. It's not directed by John Krasinski. Emily Blunt isn't in it as far as I know. I expect greatness, just like the first two. I'm a little reserved though. At number 5, I got Furiosa, a Mad Max saga. Mad Max Fury Road come out, what, like 9 years ago? And I feel like 8 years ago, they was like, hey, yo, the little girl from The Witch is about to be in a Furiosa prequel. Or, oh, we're doing a Furiosa prequel, but it won't be Charlize Theron. Which, at the time, is dumb, but as soon as they said Anya Taylor-Joy as Furiosa, young Furiosa, I was like, okay, that's pretty dope. Chris Hemsworth cutting up. I feel like he's going to be in the Immortan Joe role. He's going to be the antagonist. It's a prequel though, so like, and the trailers are out. Immortan Joe is in this movie. It's been brought up. Rec League Podcast, check it out. It's been brought up that the trailer kind of like mixes up, like flubs the continuity. But if it's as good as Fury Road, man, who cares? It's like Beyond Thunderdome is the only weak Mad Max movie, and Max isn't in this. But I am still very, very excited to see how visually amazing this movie is gonna be, how well written and acted, and it's like, just give it the Oscar for cinematography already. George Miller, man, like, dude is great at taking his time. At number 4, a fourth movie in a continuity that I believe the first 3 of these movies are the best trilogy of the 21st century. This will make it not a trilogy anymore. I don't care. It's Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. I believe Wes Ball is taking over directing from Matt Reeves. I can't remember who's doing the mocap. I've heard setting numbers. The teaser trailer is really good. The movie already looks beautiful. I'm not expecting it to be as good as the first 3, but like, if it starts to like connect to the original, like, everybody's always assumed these movies are gonna like merry-go-round back, like, what's it called, round robin back to the original movies. That'd be so fire. And like, apparently Disney wants Fox to do like at least 3 more. So I'm all for it. It's like, the more advanced the effects get, the better the apes are gonna look. And the mocap is just gonna be so fire. Even if Andy Serkis isn't in it, I'm sure he gave somebody tips. You know what I mean? Like, apes together strong, baby. Like, I'm all for more apes. At number 3, a movie that was supposed to come out a couple weeks ago originally, Ghostbusters Frozen Empire. Carrie Coon coming back, Paul Rudd coming back. Pretty sure Finn Wolfhard is in it. The girl that was in the last one that's about to be in Madam Web is in it. I'm blanking on names. Like, I can't even think of the girl's name. The main girl's name that played Finn Wolfhard's sister. McKenna Grace. I looked it up. Don't tell anybody. But then, like, I think the OG Ghostbusters might still be in it. I want to know what's up with those red jackets. Because, like, Frozen Empire, they're back in New York. New York turns to ice. So I'm assuming they're just like Ghostbusters gear. They just happen to be red. But I want one. Those jackets are fire. Jason Reitman isn't directing, but the dude who was involved in Afterlife. Absolutely loved Afterlife. I cannot wait for Frozen Empire. At first, I didn't really dig the trailer, but I saw it in the theater, and like the soundtrack playing, the New York setting, it kind of gave you like that throwback 80s vibe. Like, on second watch, the trailer for Ghostbusters got me. And number 2, my second most anticipated movie of 2024, I already mentioned in this video, Inside Out 2. Inside Out is one of my favorite Pixar movies, and they hinted at it at the end of the first one. Preteen Riley hits puberty. All these other feelings and emotions are going to develop. A sequel was right there, and it took 9 years, but they finally did it. It's not directed by Pete Docter, so like, that might be my only reservation, but I'm still there Friday as soon as I get out of work. Mid-June, grown-ass 38-year-old man, popcorn and drink, so ready for Inside Out 2. The only Pixar movie, because Elio got moved to summer 2025, so there's only one Pixar movie this year. And my number one, there's only one Marvel Cinematic Universe movie this year. Deadpool 3 is my hands down, far and away, it's not even really close, most anticipated movie of 2024. I've said it in so many other videos. This movie can do anything it wants. I talked to one of my dogs at work, and I'm hoping Ryan Reynolds just comes out in costume in the movie. Hey, everything that y'all saw that leaked isn't really in the movie. Go fuck yourself. Welcome to Deadpool 3. Or everything from the trailers, everything that leaked just happens in the first 5 minutes. I don't care if it's a Wolverine Deadpool fight to the death in the first 5 minutes. I hope it's early. They're still calling it Deadpool 3. You saw on the ticker, I'll call it Deadpool 3 until they announce. But this movie needs to be called Deadpool Kills the Fox Marvel Universe or Deadpool Kills the Fox Universe. Something along those lines. Because this is supposed to spin off into Secret Wars, interconnect. There's so many rumors. There's so many possibilities. There's so many what ifs about Deadpool 3. And just being the only MCU movie Disney is putting out, because Sony's putting out like 4 Marvel movies. Nobody really cares about any of those. Deadpool 3 is the piece de resistance of Marvel comic movies this year. And as long as Ryan Reynolds gets final say on everything, I'll be comfortable. Sean Levy, who has such an up and down directorial filmography, he's my main reservation about this movie. But they made magic with Free Guy. They made magic with the Atom Project. And Hugh Jackman back as Wolverine after we thought he was done in pretty close to comic accurate Wolverine gear. I just cannot wait. I'm so hyped, especially when the first 2 movies are so great. This could be one of the 3rd best entries in a franchise ever. It's not going to be Infinity War, but ever. That's my most anticipated list. What are you guys looking forward to this year? Note, don't hate me. I didn't say Doom Part 2. I'm excited for it. I hope I love it. But just not more than anything else I said. I'm not more excited for it than anything else I said. Again, man, like the schedule got shuffled up so bad. I don't know a lot of what's coming out this year. So we'll just play it by ear, man. Check out the podcast. Get everybody else's top 5 most anticipated movies. My favorite movies of the year is up. Aquaman, Iron Claw, Migration, Anyone But You reviews, Blu-ray collection update coming right around the corner. And by right around the corner, I mean within the next day or 2. This upcoming weekend, first quarter preview on the podcast, so we'll know what's coming out for 3 months. And then I think I'll probably review The Beekeeper pretty soon. Be on the lookout for all of that, man. Once again, Happy New Year to y'all, man. Let's have a good year watching movies. Like, subscribe, comment. Find me where you find me, man. Don't know where to find me. Watch these credits. Peace.